Hi, Carl. I made this appointment with you because I have a job interview next week, and this is my first one in Canada. I was hoping we could go over the most important things. I really want to do well.
Absolutely. Congratulations on getting the interview, by the way. That's amazing.
Thanks. I just want to make sure I do everything that's expected.
For sure. So, I interview people all the time, and you would be surprised how many job candidates make some basic mistakes.
What mistakes do you mean?
Well, to me, the most obvious one is arriving late for the interview. It's really important to be on time. In fact, it's even better to come a few minutes early. You're trying to show that you'll be a good employee, so be punctual.
Wow, it's hard to believe that people arrive late to interviews. What are other mistakes that people make?
They don't dress appropriately for the job they're applying for. It's important to look presentable and professional, but keep in mind the environment you will be working in. For example, you don't need to wear a suit when you interview for a chef's position.
I see. And what about introductions? How do I greet the interviewer?
Good question. When you enter the room, introduce yourself and smile. It's customary to shake hands in this situation, but try to read the interviewer's body language and follow their lead. You don't have to shake their hand, but be polite and respectful in the introductions.
And what about once the interview begins? What do you think the interviewer expects?
Well, the interviewer wants to see that the candidate is listening carefully to the questions before they respond. They want someone who shows energy and enthusiasm throughout the interview. I know it can be hard to do that when you're nervous, but this is your chance to make a positive impression.
Okay, listen carefully and be enthusiastic. Anything else?
Well, I'm surprised how many people have their phones out during an interview. It's best to put your phone on mute and put it away, so it's not a distraction during the interview.
Okay, why do you think people make these mistakes at interviews?
I think a lot of it has to do with being prepared. When a candidate has prepared for the interview, they tend to be less nervous and better at presenting themselves. In my opinion, it's easy to tell when someone isn't prepared.
Okay, and any final words of advice?
Yes, don't forget to thank the interviewer for their time.
Right, got it. Okay, thanks so much for your time and these tips. I have a better sense of things now.